Wagwan people, and welcome along to another four ever Arsenal. Yeah, love how I did that. With Lee Judges, Curtis in the building, also Jack. As you can see, we're in a lot better mood than we were last week, Thursday, following the Wolves game, because we have gone to White Hart Lane or the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium or Beyonce's place, whatever you want to call it, and we absolutely battered them. Battered them 4-1 to the Arsenal, and it's been a great weekend. Guys, welcome along to the show.
Brilliant. I'm just looking for one Arsenal. I'm going to mess that up again. Start that again. I'm just looking for one Tottenham fan today. For one Tottenham fan today. For one Tottenham fan to come out and give me a little bit of chest. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I love it. Absolutely. They absolutely. I'm going to say this now. They have given it since Wednesday. Giving it. We're stopping you winning the title. We're going to win this. We're going to get that. They've gone. Gone back in there. Like, I've got big up to my nephew Max and Regan. They were at the game yesterday. Regan said to me before the game, "You're looking forward to us beating you today." Max, I'll meet you after the game. Like we'll meet up. I haven't seen Max for quite a while. He's been working abroad. He's a Spurs fan. He's been working abroad. I haven't seen him. But yeah, it'd be nice to see you and all that. Like, you know, I'll ring him. He ain't answered. He messages me this morning. I went home. I had the hump. You know. So that's them all over. They honestly thought that they was going to stop us yesterday. And listen, you know, it could have all gone wrong until the whistle started. That's the easiest. I think that's the most comfortable I've ever felt a North London derby. I never,
especially away
from home. I've always had jitters and all that. Like, I know we Declan give away a goal, and you know they could have had a second, but they didn't. And then from then on, oh my God, it's a masterclass, wasn't it? Like, you know? And it's great when you see. Do you remember like the Spurs fans? You wait till you come down to the big wall of sound. The wall of what? I've never seen it evacuate so quickly. Yeah. It was empty. Lovely day.
You know what? On Thursday, I needed like 8 minutes, didn't I? You just left me alone for 8 minutes while I went off on one. I don't need 8 minutes today. Like that second half was just amazing, innit? If you could put that in a can, you'd sell that in a supermarket, wouldn't you? Like, what a performance. Gyökeres, Eze, you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to hearing from Jack today, actually, you know what I mean? He said one or two things about them two this season, hasn't he? And what a signing. What I loved about that performance was just the way we attacked.
He should be on Tottenham TV, that Jack. He's as good as them two.
What did they say? Xavi, Simmons and Solanke are better than Gyökeres and Eze. I tell you what, if Eze played against Tottenham every week, he'd score about 50 goals a season, wouldn't he?
I wouldn't be moaning then, I'll tell you that.
You know what I mean? But no, listen, we've got to back it up though, haven't we? Two more. These next two, we've got to keep going. But
I agree, you've got to back it up. But you got to enjoy it. You've got to enjoy it. You know what I mean? It's against Spurs.
Yeah.
Forget about the context of what's going to be and all that. You have just got to enjoy it because they were up for it yesterday. We was there, Rob, weren't they? They was up for it. They had the bloke on the speaker, he was giving it large, you know what I mean? Like they've shown all the goals of the best goals Spurs have scored against Arsenal. There's about 4 of them, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It weren't that many, was there? Like, you know what I mean? They showed the Rose goal, Dele Alli's chip. They showed that about
Dele Alli come out at half time.
I've seen that. Yeah,
that's Dele Alli, man.
I thought they were signing him.
Yeah, he needs a club.
He's not come out at half time. They showed his chip. You know that the League Cup against us in the quarter final. By the way, they got knocked out of Chelsea in the semi. You know what I mean? They didn't bring that up. And they showed you all of that, like, and he just.
And the announcer, I got his quote. I was trying to remember exactly what he said, right?
Go on then.
But the announcer before the game comes on the mic, big bold, right? And he goes, "They're worried. They're nervous as hell. We're calm. We're ready." That's what he said.
Ready to
I couldn't believe it when he said that. I'm like, when I heard him say that, the announcer, I'm like, these guys really think they're going to win this today.
They was right.
They are so super confident, right? So if, like you said, Lee, if any of them start coming out and saying, oh yeah, well, injuries or we knew it, they were super confident. Remember, right, when we did that show with the We Are Tottenham guys, they were like, when you come in that stadium and you feel the atmosphere. Mel. What are you talking about? We won there last year. Well, what great atmosphere? Like, what? Yeah, I mean, we played in many games of great atmospheres. You know what I mean? Like, this team, they're going to deal with you, right? We are not going to play. I said it to the Tottenham fans for days. I said it to Expressions. I said it to those guys. I said it to anyone Tottenham fans going to listen. I said, we are not going to play like how we did against Wolves. As a matter of fact, that Wolves game might have been bad for you guys in that we were so stung by that, the players were so hurt by that they knew they had to go and put in a performance. There is no way they could go there and play like how they played against Wolves, right? There is no way on this earth because they would get absolutely slaughtered by the fans, slaughtered by the media. They knew it. And they were on a mission. You could see it from the whistle went. They were on it. It was a brilliant performance. They dominated that game from start to finish. Within about 5-10 minutes, their crowd was silent, right? And we took the game to them and they could not live with us. It's as simple as that. Because you know why? Because we're a miles better team than them. And as I said, all we had to do was show up. If we show up, they're getting battered. I said to those guys last week, I go, you've even got injury. You ain't even got your best team. What makes you feel so confident that you're going to win this? Where are you getting this from? But it was full soap and I loved every minute of it. Because you know what? I've been hearing these Tottenham fans all season talking about they want Man City to do this. They want that team to do that. They laugh at this team. Right? They're even wearing Man City tops and stuff like that.
Half and half scarves.
Wear your own top.
Worry about
You've
yourself.
had 2 chances to beat us this season and you've got beaten 4-1 in both, 8-2 on aggregate, right? Why don't you do it for yourself? And now, on top of that, they were so worried about us, they forgot about their problems. They could go down. As one of their stewards came to me last night, right, when we was outside doing the film, he goes, could be your last time here, Rob. That's what he said to me. He goes, could be your last time here, Rob. He goes, at least it'd be safer for you, I guess. Yeah. He goes, your last game here? They could go down. Bro, they could
and
go.
They could, you know.
They could go. When I look at they are so lucky, right, that West Ham drew with Bournemouth.
Yeah. And Forest conceded late.
But but I'm telling you, when you look at those 2 teams, they got more fight in them than Spurs.
Yeah, but points.
What happened to a new manager bounce? Igor Tudor. What happened to that? He's
like a squash ball, didn't it?
He's 100% sure, he said, that they're staying up. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Right? I'm telling you, right? I think we should, at this stage, it's still early. I know what you guys think of that. At this stage, maybe offer him a bronze membership. What do you reckon?
Listen,
he ain't earned the silver. We're going to give Igor Tudor a bronze membership, right? If you can achieve, you get him down. You relegate them. You get a lifetime gold membership. You're in the, what's that, Diamond Lounge?
Yeah. We'll get you in the box, lad.
Before Jack comes in, I've got to say this. A big up to you, Robbie, because you've had to take a lot of pelters this week on everything there, but you've always backed the Arsenal.
I knew it, Lee. I knew we weren't going to...
I've kept me... I sort of went in there.
I'll take a draw, you said.
I edged me bet. I'm going to buy it. I edged me bets. I kept saying 2-1. I did say privately we'd win more, but I just thought, look, I ain't gonna. I ain't putting myself over the parapet. But you did that.
No, because I just knew. Listen, the thing is about it, right? We are a good side. We may, like you guys say, like some games we don't go for it. We may, but we do know that it's a good side. And then one thing I was so happy when I got to that game yesterday and the team came out and I saw Eze was playing, I was like, yes. Because I'm like, don't drop Eze for this game, right? He scored a hat-trick in the last North London derby. He'll be up for this. What a performance he put in. Yeah. And this guy, Victor Gyökeres, they said,
Jack,
before we get a Jack, all the Tottenham fans, they've been talking about he plays in jeans, Timberlands on his feet and all that. For him to be running up to them and going like that, it was beautiful. I'm telling you.
Look at the quality of the goals
The quality
as well,
of the goals.
Slapped.
I've said it before, right? What if the guy comes to life in the second half of the season and that was, say, to, win us a league? He's coming to life now. You're starting to, if you give him opportunity, because even before in the first half, that little, when he cut in and he hit that shot, it just went wide.
Trossard should have put him through when he shot as well.
Yes. He had a really, really good game. He looked a handful, didn't he? They couldn't handle him.
Can I just say, before Jack comes in and apologises.
Whoa. Whoa. Dharma.
15 goals in all competitions.
Yeah.
Same amount of league goals as Ekatike, who's the best signing in the league, and Gyökeres is a big flop.
Oh,
Did you see AGT out there?
I'm surprised he hasn't got his Man City scarf on.
I'm going to cook him. What a shameless bloke that is.
Yeah, did you see him on that watch-along yesterday?
What a shameless
bloke. He was
bloke.
like he was supporting Spurs.
Comes in here with a big peacock, when they was winning games, Liverpool. Hey, look at us. You know what I mean? Another win. And now he's cheering on Spurs.
I couldn't believe it.
Horrible, isn't it?
It's an absolute joke.
He's a North London boy.
Oh,
He's
from Barnet, isn't it? Yeah. Barnet.
Sellout.
Embarrassing.
Sellout, mate.
Sellout. Absolute sellout.
Give me the back.
AGT,
The peacock has gone. His chest has gone like, I don't know what he had. Sam Fox chest snapping.
Lee, hold on. Because we haven't got a Jack yet.
Oh, we haven't got you. Come on,
Jack. Over to you, Jack.
Over you, Jack.
I was just trying to, I was trying to escape it.
Come on, what you got, Jack?
Have a think under that hat.
Well, I think it's just shown us that, when people like us, we do our podcasts and we sometimes get onto players like too early and stuff. And I don't know why people, sometimes people just...
Shameless. That is shameless. I'll rate that.
We love it,
quality.
We love it.
Oh, that's quality.
Have you kept the receipt for that?
Hey, I just like sometimes people, they jump the gun too soon, and I thought, Victor, what a performance from that guy. And I feel all of us could have seen that coming. We've all seen that coming.
Is he?
We'll get onto that now. I've got to get through this one first.
Got Eze socks on.
No, on the real one, Big Vic, I think it showed last night that the criticism has been fair in the point that that's what he's capable of doing. That last night, and forget the goals, because especially that first one, what a finish. That is what we envisioned when we signed him from Sporting. We're thinking them like thunder hammer goals and just grab the ball and get us a goal. That was exactly that. But the thing I was focusing on most again was his first touch was on point. He was getting the ball and it wasn't bouncing off his shins. He was getting the ball and he was passing it to someone on his team, and I was going, wow, like, oh my God, he looked leaner. He looked like he had an extra free pace on him. He was getting around the centre back. I saw him, run round Archie Gray, hold him off. It was like, well, where's that been for the past?
That little, if you actually watched Eze's second goal, look at his little flip he does, isn't it?
And that's the thing, but where has that been? And that's my point of maybe it is just a case of it's taken him this long to grow into it, and now he feels confident.
Some players it does.
And I will hold my hand up, and obviously Robbie has been saying that for a long time, and saying look, give him time, second half of the season, etc. And I wasn't seeing it. Obviously, we all know I wasn't seeing it, but I think last night he set himself a level to. If he plays like that every game, we're going to be a different team, because straight away that is a goal threat that we've been missing. We've been sat here for weeks now, and I think Lee said it earlier. Tottenham is one of the games where you can forget about the title, forget about everything. We can enjoy that one. It doesn't matter. Same way if Tottenham fans won that, they wouldn't be sat there we're going to get relegated.
Let me just jump in, Jack. Right? Let me just say this and state the importance of this game. No, right? It's not just that it was a North London derby, but the pressure that if Arsenal had lost or drawn that game yesterday, they would have got absolutely battered, right? That game was a pressure. You cannot get more pressure than that game. For me, after what happened at Wolves, there is no more. So I don't want nobody taking the sort of, Spurs are just rubbish and we battered them. Nah, that game, the pressure that Arsenal were under before that, you know what I mean? People asking Arteta in his press conference about bottling it, using the word bottle. Like, every fan doubting, lots of fans, you know what I mean? Quite rightly so, having lots of doubts going into that game. Tottenham knowing that even a draw is putting a serious dent into our title hopes. That game, people, I really want people to remember, right, how much pressure was on all of those players and the manager before that game. That's what makes it such a good
And that's why you don't let Spurs fans off of it with all this crap. That's what I'm saying. Do not let them off. Bring it back to them. You thought you was going to win, like I'm not
they're
having
getting relegated, and if they won that yesterday, they would have celebrated like it was a normal game, and that's the point. They would have gone,
even
forget
a draw,
that.
Jack.
They would have celebrated a draw, and we're sat here going, oh yeah, but we need to win that game, and then we still got the title. I think this one game is a game where we can all go, allow everything, just celebrate the win, laugh at Tottenham.
100%.
We can laugh at Tottenham until we play Chelsea, and when it comes back to Chelsea, and
that's a different game.
That's different. We focus on that. We look at the title, and we think more maybe probably about Wolves and drop points and stuff. But this game is the one game where you go, forget everything. We get 2 a season. We've won, what's that, three North London Derby away wins in a row?
Yeah.
I think it's our most consecutive North London Derby wins.
Fourth
Yeah.
time.
Most consecutive North London Derby wins in Premier League
Five in a
history.
spin. That's 4 times. All my life, I might be wrong here, like, you know what I mean? So, but I cannot remember going there 4 times on the spin and winning 4 times. We might have done, but I can't remember it.
Can't remember it.
Do you know what I have to say?
days.
Arteta nailed it yesterday. Got the right team. A couple of things that I realised. Number one, he left Gyökeres on for 90 minutes.
Yeah, that was big.
The amount of time strikers score in the last 10 minutes of games, because I was thinking, he's going to bring Jesus on for him.
Yeah, that's
Didn't
true.
concede neither.
Didn't concede. And then Eze. Like, we've been obviously talking so much about him, but you can see he's a difference maker, isn't he? If you get the ball to him, even like there was a time it came to him in the first half, he just flicked it round the corner to Saka, and you think, that guy's got magic, man. Like, he can, they're the kind of players that can win you a title. And do you know what? He had a really good press conference after the game, and he said, Eze was upset with him after the Wigan game, because he said, like, he felt he should have started against Wolves.
Yeah, and I'll make him right.
And he said, the players were actually ashamed after the Wolves game. He used really strong words, and he said, we knew we had to respond today. Like you said, the pressure.
You know what, just on that Eze thing, Ali is, my mate, is a big Crystal Palace fan, right? Loves Eze, right? Still loves Eze. And he sent me this text yesterday, he put Eze, and he put a fire emoji, and he said, notice he's playing much closer to Saka. He said, I was excited for that when he joined you. He used to do that with Elise, and thought they would have a similar chemistry. He said, keep building on that and you'll get the best out of him. And it was, isn't it? That combination with him and Saka yesterday, it was really interesting what he was saying about the combination he had with Elise. Can they replicate that? Because them two were fire yesterday.
Do you know what it is? Arteta's got to be brave, because sometimes as a manager, you've got to go, this player was one of my favourites, but I might have to, because we know he loves Odegaard, we know he loves Havertz, but he might have to sit there and go, this guy Eze now. Because he even said in the press conference, I'm starting to understand what Eze needs to get the best out of him. So I think now he's got to think, because even the link up with Gyökeres as well, like you said off camera, that little flick he did to Eze through ball to Saka, them three had a really good combination yesterday. So if they can build on that, that might...
The key for me yesterday was that Gyökeres wasn't isolated. Like against Wolves, he was isolated on his own. There was too much of a gap. What happened today was like Arsenal said, right, we're going 10 yards forward. Eze went 10 yards forward. Saka had options. Like all of a sudden, Saka, 4 or 5 times yesterday, I watched it in the second half, he had an option to go inside, go on the outside. When it was just one way, he had nothing. It was just him against no one. And then when he got past the player, as you said earlier on, there was players in the box every single time. First minute of the game, Saka cross and Gyökeres header, which was like, it was well defended by Spurs. But what I'm saying was that was a start. And then when Eze went through, there was options there, And what it looked to me today is that they've had a little mindset. They've changed, right, we're going to go a little bit more gun-ho. And it was so good to watch yesterday. Was that not entertaining yesterday? Was you not entertained yesterday watching at Arsenal?
No set pieces, Spurs.
No set pieces.
Yeah, you know, that's the other thing they're always saying about us.
Second highest now in open goals, by the way, we are now in the league.
I think we're level with City on goals scored now.
Yeah, we are.
I'm sure we're level.
So it was that was what I like to say. And I'm going to say this now, Gyökeres. Adebayor's goal at Tottenham, one of the best that I've seen. Other than that, that flick and volley, that was one of the best goals I've seen in a North London derby for a very
limbs when that went in. I was behind the goal.
The ball in for Timber, who didn't have his
by the way, from Timber.
Great ball, he didn't have his best game, Timber, but he put it in.
And the way Eze blocks off the first defender as well.
The way he played it, I've never seen an Arsenal player in the past 6 months play a ball, an early cross. He whipped it into the danger area on the floor. There's a massive gap outside the box, and we always, did a little U shape. We'll play it down right to the corner and try to cross it in, back post, float it. Timber whips it into the danger area, and shock, we get a goal from it. We finally tried something different, and I think that's what we're saying. Like, we look more on it. We just look like, we're going to take that risk. Timber's gone. This ball might get intercepted. I might have to run back, but if it does pull off, we could score. And he's took that risk. And maybe Eze especially is maybe one of them players that hasn't taken that. But yes, it seemed like we just let it go. We've gone, we've already lost to her. We've already dropped points to Wolves. It's now or never. It's like that shackles are just left off.
I think so. And that was the best thing about it.
No, but hold on. I still feel, right, when you say shackles weren't off. They played like that, but the pressure. Imagine, because even being at the game, I'll be honest with you, right, the first 10, 15 minutes, even I could tell within the fans, there was an anxiety. Even though we were playing well, there was still an anxiety because we knew how big that game is. Like, we must win this. There's no draws. We must. The pressure was immense. I just felt that they handled it.
No,
it was, but I'm just saying, we cannot emphasise how much pressure was on Arsenal for that game, and the way they handled that pressure and the way that they confidently went about their business was so impressive. I think it bodes well for the rest of the season. In that, City have gone the night before and they've done their business. And you saw what it meant to City. Like, they were celebrating every tackle. Like, Haaland was celebrating every tackle he did, like he scored a goal. Right? So they did their business. Then it was like, over to you, Arsenal. You're away at your deadliest rivals. This is the chance where you might slip up. Remember, when it was City, they slipped up when they lost to United, right? Against their deadliest rivals. So I cannot emphasise how much pressure that game was, but the way we went about our business confidently, and like you said, Jack, we now got to carry that through into other deadly, and we're going to have other nervous games like this, or other potential. Chelsea next week. City play before us.
Could be 2 points.
It could be 2 points again, and we're playing Chelsea. So,
do you know what the greatest
before, because I think the guys have found some of the clips from our old friends. We Are Tottenham TV. Because me and Lee did do a face-off with them, right, last week, and they were very confident ahead of the game. Let's run those clips to hear what they had to say.
That is going to be put to one side. Thomas Frank's gone now. We've got a new manager. It's time to get behind him. It's time to get behind the team. I think there's a common goal in staying in the league. We've got to stay in this league, and we've got to dent your title hopes as well. I think it's going to be a cauldron in there. And I think you guys, I don't think your players are ready for it. I really don't.
Eze scored a hat-trick against you.
Yeah, but that's the only game he's played this season.
A hat-trick. I mean, done more than Simmons.
What is talking about?
Javi's been getting better and better every week.
Better and doing what?
And that's 2 games that we played against Arsenal and got completely shattered. Both games. 4-1 at home. And it could have been 6, it could have been 7. Literally, it's unheard of. How can we be losing 4-1 at home to these lot? Seriously.
The other guys.
What's the words? It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing.
Oh, by the way, Eze, I thought it was Run DMC. The man was breakdancing when he scored.
Breakdancing at their stadium.
The greatest clips about that is, and they're a couple of good guys, really. They're just like delusional, and they've had it hard for all their lives, Spurs lives. We had the who can get into the Arsenal team. None of them, right? The 2 that they put up, right, was Solanke and Simmons. And we went in place of who? And they went, Eze, Gyökeres. They come back, bang, 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 bang. How can you lose 4-1 to this lot? Like, you know what I mean? Like, because we got good players, that's why, like, you know. And do you know what's the best thing about this week? We ain't got a game this week. So we can just enjoy a week of gloating about this result.
That was another thing that went in their favour as well. They hadn't played for about nearly 15 days or 14 days. We'd had it for like 3 games in that time.
The only break they had in their favour was half time yesterday. That's the only break they had. It's a great day.
It was a great day. What
is it? Before we go, sorry. I thought, you think, oh, he's going to get in there's going to be a bit of trouble coming out there. Yeah, a bit of aggro coming outside. Like, I've never seen it so deserted. They've all gone home. They've all gone home.
They left.
I'll tell you what, it was the easiest walk back to Seven Sisters I've ever had. There weren't no one on the street. I went past the Elbow, which is a really notorious Spurs pub. Like, you know what I mean? I thought, well, I'll go on the opposite side. Me and my Aussie mate Paul, I said, we go on the opposite side because it's a bit, can be a bit nasty there. Like, when we walked past it, there was no one in it. They'd all gone home. Great.
Great win. That's the benchmark now, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've shown what they're capable of now, and you see that performance. They've got to do that again.
They've done well.
10 games to win it.
They've done well. Like, we had that defeat against Man United, and on the back of all what happened that day. To go to Leeds the following one under pressure, won 4-0, like, and now we've done it with Spurs. There are signs that they have got it, you know what I mean? Like, and listen, I think Wolves, if I look back at it now, like the Wolves Nottingham Forest games, they're the 2 games that, we should have done a lot better, and I think tactically we didn't get it right. But they have got the minerals. You can tell in that Leeds game, you know what I mean? That was, I think, a fantastic performance. And to be honest, Leeds were at this moment in good current form, better than Tottenham's. But
especially at home.
Especially at home, and that was a great, a real show yesterday. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it could have all gone tits up, by the way, when Declan Rice done what he done. You know what I mean? Like, that could have been, oh, here we go again, mistakes.
I think Rice got a bit carried away, like, because he's had a lot.
I've seen him like that before.
I don't know, because I heard Redknapp saying, oh, is he believing his hype a little bit? When would he usually try and dribble past 2 players on the edge of his own box? I think you just got to be safe there, ain't you?
Second half, though, he was out.
Yeah, he got his. I liked his response. That's how you got to respond.
I'll tell you what, the best. There are times when I just think to myself, I don't know if I can love you any more than I actually do. You know what I mean? Like,
Who, me or Declan?
Both. He's upset. You know what I mean? We've had a little communication breakdown when you've just give away a goal to Spurs and all that. Like, but then he redeems himself like a woman, like a man bringing a woman some flowers the next day. That tackle on Spence.
Oh yeah, right? Nailed him as well, didn't he?
And he's going to get up and have a go at him, and he just doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, and I just think you're just the man.
He's brilliant.
You're just the man. You know what I mean? Like, and I have to say, his second half performance. Because a lot of players could go from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it was unreal.
There's one player I wanted to mention that maybe will go under the radar a bit, but I thought he was absolutely didn't put a foot wrong. Christian Mosquera. I thought he came on out of position. I know he can play right back, but he's not a natural right back. And
What's the signing, Jake?
Timber was sort of starting to lag a little bit towards a couple misplaced passes.
What, man of the match? Robbie's man of the match?
Towards the end.
Towards the end.
Who did you give man of the match to?
I gave it to Eze. Right, but what it was like, if you watch the player ratings guide, me and him had a run-in because he said that Timber had a bad game.
He wasn't bad. No, he wasn't bad.
I was like, average. Thank you.
Yeah, he's average.
I thought he had a decent game.
He said he was outstanding.
Match of the day last night. They were focusing on,
but Danny
Murphy,
they were talking about that partnership between him and Saka, and he was overlapping all the time.
He did overlap.
It was his pass.
I just felt a bit jaded. Did you?
Well, you don't see him get taken off that early, do you? Clearly, he was tired.
You know why I think the main reason he got taken off early? Because he's on that yellow card. Remember, he took one for the team, and then there was another time now when I think it was Simmons was sort of running through, and you see,
he didn't want to tackle him, did he?
He didn't want to tackle him, and I think Arteta just said, you know what?
I just think he was a bit jaded yesterday.
Yeah, that's why I think he came off. I thought it was literally just tiredness. Like we're saying, him and Zubimendi are most played players this season.
Robbie's giving him man of the match.
You're a liar. Go and watch player ratings, people. You see that I didn't give him the man of the match. It's a lie by him, right? I gave it to. I was like Eze or Gyökeres, but I gave it to Eze in the end.
I'm chilling out watching Match of the Day, and I've got him text me, see what they're saying about Timber?
If you watch the thing, he was having a go at me. Trying to
What did you give Timber rating?
I think I gave him a 7.
Okay.
Right?
I'll give him
and
a
he
6.
was giving me a 5.
I'll never give him a 4. He has to exaggerate.
Yeah, it went down one day.
No, you said a 5 at
I
first.
said 6.
I'll give him a 6.
You give him a 6 in the end.
6.5.
No, go back and look at
Meet
it.
in the middle.
Yeah, but Mosquera
For his pass,
quality.
but you're right. Mosquera at 13 million,
Did well.
21 years of age. Berta, mate.
And realistically, we think about it, he's not the experience as Gabriel. I know you've got to keep that partnership together.
Yeah.
But he's the one that has to go to the left side of the defence if Saliba, if Gabriel's not there. If obviously when he's more the right side, and he's gone over to right back yesterday. And realistically, he was going for little flicks in front of us early in the game and all that. Outstanding, Jack. It was great to bring that up. Like,
I think he's only lost 1 game for us that he started. I think maybe Aston Villa. Don't even know if he played against Villa, but I'm pretty sure I saw a stat. He's lost 1 game that he started for us, which is crazy.
You know what? I'll give a couple shout-outs as well. David Ryle.
Yeah.
Because in midweek, I was so angry with that guy, man. And that save he makes at the end, off the line, what a save that is.
Reflexes, man.
Oh,
I'll give him 10.
Did you give him 10?
Because I thought he's been absolutely shocking in the last 3 games. Nervy.
Yeah, the cross-claiming.
But yesterday's cross-claiming is sensational.
Didn't he play the long ball for somebody over the top? Was it Saka?
Yeah. He nearly scored.
Great part. He was outstanding yesterday.
What about your mate, Piero?
Oh, yeah. What do you think about Cappy?
Another one that he's always slagging off. Right? He's
singing him praises yesterday.
You're a fan now, yeah?
Listen, he's won me over. And quite rightly, that's what players can do.
No, it is.
I don't think he was a great start and all that.
He's been good for about the last few
people
games.
messaged me saying, it weren't great defending for him for the first goal,
At Wolves.
At Wolves.
Yeah.
But he should have...
He should have been closer.
A little bit closer. But listen, when it comes to defending, just raw defending, he's very, very good. And what I liked about it yesterday, we was right close to him on the left-hand side in the first half. He's very, very good. And he's got a little bit of that narcissism. There was one time
South American.
He made sure that the bloke went into the barrier, and I'm thinking, I'm having a bit of you now, So I've held my hands. He's won me over, and I think that's what sometimes you need to do, as a players. And I think Calafiori now, I think if you was to say, right, cup final now, who you're playing, all of them, I've probably he's earned the shirt.
He seems a lot calmer now than when he first started. When he first started, I think our criticism of him was he's a bit rash. He looks a bit... But I think he's settled now, and he arguably looks one of our most calm, especially compared to Calafiori, who can be a bit up and down sometimes. I think he's just a solid option. I think in some games, Calafiori's like extra technique or his ability to pop up will be useful. But like you said, a cup final, if we just need a solid 7, Hincapie, I think he's earned that respect now.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah.
I'll answer you guys this, right? Because I'm looking, taking it. Do you reckon they'll go down? No, I'm being serious now.
He had that little cheeky look on his face.
I honestly
think they're in trouble.
I honestly points mean prizes down there.
They're 4 points clear.
That's big. That's about 10 points in.
Yeah.
Their game's coming up, yeah? Their game's coming up. Away at Fulham. Fulham had a great win. Great win at the weekend away at Sunderland.
Not easy to go. It's not an easy place to go.
Yeah.
Gyökeres.
Palace at home. Palace can be really resilient, right?
Nah, they'd win that.
Nah, Palace have been poor.
At home. What are they doing? Their record at home. I'm on about at their place. Their record at their place has been awful.
Palace are poor.
Liverpool away.
Yeah, I reckon they'll lose.
Then they got a real 6-pointer.
Ask who AGT will be supporting that game. Right?
A real 6-pointer against Forest.
Is that at Forest?
Right? They're at home. It makes no
Forest have
difference.
got better players, by the way.
Yeah.
Some of them.
They've got to go away to Sunderland.
That's tough. Yeah.
Hopefully Xhaka will be back.
They got Tottenham. Have got Brighton at home. Wolves away. Wolves have nothing to play for there, and they've just listen. They got a point off of us. Yeah. They've got to go away to Villa.
Yeah, that's tough. Unai.
Leeds, 6-pointer.
Relegation scrap.
Away, second to last game if they need something at Chelsea.
And
last game of the season, Everton at home. Those are not easy.
They're in trouble.
They only need to lose 2. And
it's just the other ones.
Isn't it? I think West Ham's next game's Liverpool away. You know what I mean? Like West Ham, that last-minute goal from Man United is a massive thing in Tottenham's favour. Like, you know what I mean? If they'd have got that, an extra 2 points, maybe then get something against Bournemouth. But look, if Spurs are to go down, West Ham have got to go and beat Liverpool, I think.
Do you think?
Do you want them to go down, Spurs?
Yes.
Yeah. What did they want?
Did you miss the derby and all that?
After what they were like yesterday, yeah.
They'll come straight back up.
They were desperate.
I don't know if they would, you know. They'd lose the
I think
whole
match day
squad.
revenue alone would allow them to spend so much on transfers
They'd lose
when they go down.
every player. None of them
They'd
players
lose
would
their
stay in
start,
the
like they'd lose Javi.
A lot of big clubs have gone
nearly all
down
of them.
and come back up, bro.
Yeah, I
Leeds
know.
looking Leeds to come back.
Leeds.
I just think, can you imagine that stadium in the Championship? Even, to be fair, West Ham Stadium in the Championship is going to be something, I just don't know.
None of the teams that went down last year
I've come back,
are in
yeah.
the top three.
You got
at the
Leicester,
moment.
Leicester looking at relegation.
Leicester.
Yeah,
I'll give you a
They
little
could go
fact,
down
right?
again, yeah.
This is a true fact. There's only 2 teams that have built new stadiums and not been relegated.
Arsenal and Everton.
City and Arsenal.
Well, you can say Everton now because they're in it.
yeah,
But Arsenal and Tottenham.
Oh, okay.
So, like, it could well, you know, if you look at all the new stadiums, like Leicester have gone down, Southampton, all the ones with new stadiums have gone down. But apart from Arsenal and Tottenham have been there for 4 years. And Tottenham's record since they've had that stadium.
They've lost more games there than we have at the Emirates. It's crazy.
It's incredible.
Remember as well, right? They finished 17th last season as well.
You're
right. So you know when you're hovering around there, they got games coming up. So like say West Ham, right? West Ham, all they're focused on is staying in the league, yeah, right. They've got games in the Champions League as well. Yeah. So they're going to have Champions League. Then on the weekend they're going to, with their squad so thin at them. Right, they've got problems.
So they've got to have to prioritise one thing, haven't they?
Stay up.
They've got to drop out of the Champions League. They've got to just throw it in there. And that sounds crazy to say, but imagine playing 2 games a week with what? They've got about 12 fit players.
Yeah.
Madison and Kudus and stuff aren't going to be back, I don't think.
Where's their academy players and all that? Where's the, like
on loan.
When we were in problems last year with injuries, we were able to call upon your Mars Lewis Skelly's one year. Where's their guys?
They loaned it. They got that Mikey Moore who's decent. They've loaned him out to Rangers. I think they got another one they loaned out to League One, but it's just maybe it's squad mismanagement. I don't know. We having to go at our manager for injuries, and are we doing this?
If you go there, they've got an unbelievable
I think, if I've been really honest, I think they've got enough points.
It's different down the bottom, innit?
I think West Ham are like, is it 4 points still? That's a lot. That's, you know.
The gain at the bottom.
That's one game.
No, but you know, where are they going to get that? Like, you know, you look at it realistically. Man United at home was a decent. You got to put against Bournemouth. They've only got a point. You've got to get 3 points.
West Ham 25 points.
Well, what's their next few games?
Forest 27, Spurs 29. Right. All it takes, as we've seen,
one weekend,
we've seen,
flips.
Right, it can go from 8 points clear to now.
Yeah, but how many
4
teams
points
won
and
down the
someone's
bottom?
breathing
How
down
many
your
teams
neck?
won in that bottom 5 or 6? I think Crystal Palace won. I think Leeds drew.
Yeah, Palace and all them are
West
out.
Ham drew.
Even Leeds, I think Leeds are going to be safe now.
I think they'll be all right.
It's between West Ham,
Tottenham,
Forest, and Spurs. They're
And
in
I
it,
think
man.
Spurs have got to just.
Lee, they finished 17th last season.
I think Forest are the most in trouble. If I was to look logistically in terms of new manager who I don't really rate,
No, but then the guy last season, he got Wolves out of trouble.
Yeah, but he's also put them back in it.
Did you see how
they played well yesterday? They were unlucky. Should have scored.
And they've got a better team than Spurs in my books. Look, Hudson-Odoi, Gibbs-White, Elliot Anderson, Milinkovic, Murillo. They got more fighters in their team.
West Ham have done exceptionally well to
they should have been gone.
They should have been gone.
Pulled them back in.
They've made a fight of it, but I just think they've.
Forest's game. They've got Brighton away. Could win that.
Nah.
No.
City away.
City away. That's going to be tough for them.
Yeah, they'll win that.
Fulham at home. Then they play Spurs.
That Spurs game.
Fulham at home. So that's a free. I think they're going to get 3 points out of their next game.
West Ham's the one who got the hard run.
Yeah.
When I looked at their games,
I think West Ham's too much.
West Ham away at Liverpool.
Yeah, no go.
Then they're away at Fulham.
No.
Brentford at home. They could win that.
Yeah.
City at home. Trouble for that. And they've got to go away to Villa. They ain't been playing well.
West Ham are in trouble.
They've got to go away to Villa.
That's a tough one.
But remember, with all their games, no distractions. Just
They've got to somehow they've got to go to Villa and if they're to get out of it, West Ham, they've got to beat City and beat Villa. I don't see it happening.
all it takes, though, right, is like one win and a draw, and Spurs slip up, and All
Look
you got to
at
be when it's relegation fight, right? All it is a man breathing down your neck like a point or something, as we know even at the top.
Yeah.
If those Spurs fans are saying that we're going to bottle the league, why is it then, if they're only the similar sort of points ahead of, West Ham and Forest, why is it they could not go down?
I'll be really honest with you.
Think they're too good to go down?
No, I don't think they're too good to go down. They actually got the worst current form in the whole league, right?
Yeah.
0 wins.
Worse than Wolves.
2 in 18 now. What I would
Worst home
say,
record.
if there's 1 or 2 points with 2 games left and they've got to go away to Chelsea and
Away to Chelsea.
and at home to Everton, I think then you would say, well, this could happen. But I think that I still think when it comes to the nitty-gritty, they'll be out of it.
I think they'll just stay up. I think, they've got a couple players coming back. Moani looked quite lively yesterday. That Tudor managed him at Juventus, apparently.
played well,
Got a
didn't
good run out of him. But I'd love them to be in the mix at the end where they're nervous.
Well, Super Sunday.
Super Sunday, you know what I mean?
The
To stay up,
relegation.
it'd be
Do you remember
crazy.
that one was one where they was all swapping over each other?
Yeah.
Like, do you remember like that? Yeah, come on, let's have it. It'd be entertaining.
Even West Ham, thinking about West Ham, well, I know we sort of brushed over them, but West Ham going down after all that massive
they've
investment.
been down
stadium.
before, haven't they?
They've
But that's
obviously
not
been
in that
down.
stadium,
Not
though.
in that
In
stadium.
that stadium, the amount of money they've spent over the past years. I remember players like Max
I think
Kilman
they'll
and
struggle
that,
to
they
come
cost
back
40,
as well. It
50
won't be
million.
quick.
Who do you think will go down then? If you're going to be a betting man, who are you
I'd say Forest.
I think maybe West Ham. I think that fixture list might get the better of them.
I'm with you. I think they needed to beat Bournemouth. I was
think
speaking
West
to our
Ham-
good mate Nicky, and I said you've got to beat Bournemouth.
Yeah.
I think West Ham are in trouble. Just because the other teams have got the
If they'd
points
have
on
won
the board.
yesterday, I think. Saturday,
had a chance.
They would have. They'd have had a chance.
Everything you could say, though, Forest are in Europe as well.
Yeah.
That might distract them.
Yeah. They've all got difficult games. It's who's going to. One of them are going to have to win one of them difficult games, right? They're in it, Spurs, and it's lovely. Meanwhile, at the top, right? That was a very important win. That was a very important win for us, wasn't it?
You know something I've realised, by the way? Stay away from Manchester City games because they just affect my
I didn't even
mood.
watch it. I was at a party.
No,
Like the whole
forgot
game,
about
I'm
that
like,
was on.
Newcastle, come on, because it felt
thing
like they
is,
were
right,
going to equalise.
The thing
didn't
is,
it?
they weren't very impressive in that second half,
No,
were they?
they were
City,
hanging
they
on.
were hanging on
That-
the whole half as well.
And now it's been revealed they should have had a penalty and a sending off.
Yeah, listen,
Bernardo on
I didn't even know that.
Bernardo
No,
Silva.
barge off the
No,
ball.
the push. A push for the offside goal.
Yeah.
I never knew that rule.
I didn't know that rule as
I
well
didn't know
because
the rule.
they equalised, but he pushed him offside. I didn't know that rule as well.
That's what
until
they're
they
saying,
said
it should have
after.
been a penalty.
So
Should have been a penalty.
So apparently,
It should have been a penalty and a booking to the player who was on a
Diaz
yellow card. So what should have
wow.
happened? He should have been sent off, and they should be given a penalty. That is the rule.
It was Diaz that did it.
I thought they said that the rule was if you push a player offside and he scores, it's a goal.
Yeah, but if they don't give it, they should give a penalty and a yellow card. That's what we was told
There's
today.
two things around it.
Yeah, I
didn't
never
see-
knew that.
I didn't
The one I do know, right, is that Bernardo Silva should have been sent off.
Yeah.
He's on a yellow card,
I
right?
don't know.
Just jumped into
No,
Burn.
Lee, if you watch
it wasn't for the
he runs, he's looking at the guy, and he deliberately barges him
Is
off
that
the
enough
ball.
for a booking?
So
I
sending
think
off
it
in
is.
rugby, if you do that in rugby, you're off. You know what I mean?
I think it's, the bar's higher
know
on the
if that is
second
a-
yellow card, but I just felt that he made no intention. He had no intention. It's the same as if you just
a blatant
like,
yellow.
I think
a
it's
player's
because
running
you've got
through and you
little
hack him down.
Bernardo on Big Dan Burn. It don't look as bad.
That's the
does it?
thing. Imagine
If
they
it
were the
was
same
opposite
height.
way
If they
round.
were the same height and you just jumped into a player and had no intention of
Yeah,
playing the
yeah,
ball, you get a
I
yellow
don't
card.
know if it's enough for a booking.
Yeah, I don't. But the goal should have counted.
The goal should have counted.
Yeah.
I saw nothing from
is what it
Rodri, and we didn't get any videos from Rodri after the game complaining about referees and
No.
none of that this week. Shockingly,
But-
that
They don't look like it's just going to be smooth sailing for them as well. So it's going to be close. It's going to be close. They
Well, worry about it.
listen,
Stop
they
worrying
got
about them,
they
Robert.
got their
You-
job done. I watched it as well, but I thought the second half, Newcastle give them like
Donnarumma.
they're very unlucky not to
Title
get.
race is on now, isn't it? 10 games to go, 2 points if they win that game, and every game's going to be like.
And that's what you want as a neutral.
As a neutral.
It's going to be nervy, people. We've got to
Yeah,
buckle
but-
up, man, because it's going to be nervy, isn't it?
Chelsea next as well. Big. And that's the thing. I think we can sit here and like I said, Tottenham, we exclude this from the running, but it's that one. Okay, if we go and lose to Chelsea, we're all going to be in meltdown
Got a
again.
good
Going, that's
record
it.
against Chelsea at home, though.
Of course,
Again, got a
I'd
good
back
record
us.
against Chelsea at home. That Fofana stupidly got himself sent off, so he won't be able to play in that
Suspended,
game, right? So that will affect their back four. Is Cucurella out?
He's injured at the minute.
He was out
I
last
don't
minute.
know how long he's out.
But that means they probably have to bring in like maybe Tosin or Achimpong.
Yeah.
That's going to affect them because he's actually been defending pretty well for them. We've got a good record against Chelsea. We're back at home. We haven't been, we've had a lot of away games as well. So
That's further down. I'm just going to enjoy this week. Right?
Well, we've only got what, 3 games next month because of the international break as well.
international
So
break.
literally,
Yeah.
just get
Oh, so
3.
make sure you get your predictions right. Otherwise, it's a big thing.
Maybe we'll do Forever Arsenal
Oh, we've got
abroad. You know
Champions
what I
League
mean?
as well.
Rob, what do you think? We'll go abroad, international break, Forever Arsenal.
yeah, where you going?
I thought you was taking us to Dubai. Dubai.
And it,
I don't know if it is Champions League.
don't we have a Champions League? The Champions League draw will be next week.
It's Friday.
So
Yeah,
we'll
I
get
think
find
there's a
out.
game next month in
Yeah.
the Champions
Yeah, yeah.
League.
Okay,
It
Okay,
starts
so we've got
next
3
month.
league games.
We got
And FA Cup.
Brighton, haven't we? Then we got the FA Cup
Yeah.
at Mansfield, and then we've got the Champions League game on the Tuesday or the Wednesday.
Yeah.
Everton Champions League game again.
And that's it.
So the Everton
no,
game.
then it's
but
the
then we've
cup
got the
final,
cup
isn't it?
final
Just
as well.
before the international break.
Got the cup final as well.
22nd.
22nd.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Everton, and then we got the cup final.
Yeah, 3 league games. But even that 3 league games, you can win them 3, I think, then it's City. Or we've
Then
got
it's
one
City.
more than City. If we can just win everything up to that City game, like, wow, I don't know what nerves are going to be like. We thought we were nervous of Tottenham and all this. Going into that with 2 points would be, I don't know if I can handle
I think
that
we've
one.
got to beat them, you know.
I think we do as well.
I know a draw would be good for us, but
You can't lose that game.
when
can
you
we?
think about over the years, like Wiltord and
Yeah.
that, it's like
Moments.
you go to
Yeah.
your rival and beat them and seal it, don't you? That's what I think we need.
I remember when Leicester won the league that time. They went
Yeah, Mahrez,
City
wasn't
and
it?
won. Remember that was a
3-1 they won.
Battered them as well,
significant.
didn't they?
Yeah, remember
Yeah.
that was a significant.
I remember Chelsea doing it and all when they won the league.
Yeah,
that time,
Hazard.
going up
I'm
there,
watching them on the weekend. I'm like, we can. If we turn up, we can beat them.
But I've got no. I say it and I keep saying it. We're the best team. It's just about us, our mentality, what we get. You know what I mean? Like, if we don't win this league, it's down to us. I'm not even bothering watching City games now. It's concentrate on us
Yeah.
and what we do. Like, you know, and it'd be nice if one of those teams helps us out. But at the end of the day, it's about what we do, and proved it yesterday what a good side we are. I'll hold my judgment on that because we're playing Chelsea with 4th or 5th. I don't know how bad Spurs,
that
how
was
good
the
a
issue,
performance that was, or how bad Spurs. Well, we don't know. You know what I mean? So, but listen, for me, I'm just going to enjoy it.
So, just looking at City, some of it, just look at their games they got.
City are
coming.
best obsessed, isn't he?
Oh, bro,
We can't help it, man. Even me,
I do the same at
I
home,
turn the
innit?
game on, man. I can't
you have
ignore
to look
it.
at what they got to do as well. They got their next game next week Saturday before us.
Leeds away.
They're away at Leeds, right? So
Not easy.
right. Then they got Forest at home. You'd expect them to win that.
Yeah.
Then they got FA Cup. Forget the FA Cup for a minute. Then they got West Ham away.
Got Newcastle in that. They can't rest that many
Yeah,
players.
that's good, 'cause we
good
can
for
rest
you.
at
Yeah, so
Mansfield
they
and
can't
they can't.
rotate.
Yeah.
Then they got the Champions League.
West Ham away. Then they get obviously their game with Palace has been postponed, and then they got us.
And after they play us in the cup final, they got Chelsea away and then us again.
Yeah, Chelsea
That's
away,
a
then
tough
us
one.
again.
Bloody hell, you two know a lot about
Now
it.
you got to know what's going on, man. I'm
I
telling
sat
you.
there I'm doing
I know
the
everything
maths,
that Man City are
If
doing.
we
Who's
win that,
injured,
they
who's
lose that.
playing.
Who the ref is?
Yeah.
Can't ignore it all, man.
Can't,
Like
man.
it's like
Listen, they could easily slip up in one of those games. They might go and win all those games. There's nothing we can do about it.
No.
All we can do is concentrate on ourselves.
It's the same. Man
We'll do
City
a
fans will be
watch-along for it,
looking.
though.
Man City watch along.
like Lee makes it sound so easy, man. But you can't ignore them, innit? You
No.
like your eyes are.
They're watching us.
Yeah, let me just see
And
what's
they're watching
going
us
on.
as well.
Of course
Yeah,
they are, man.
You
They
think
would have all
City,
been
they
watching
were
that
all
game.
supporting Tottenham yesterday.
Yeah, of course they were.
Yeah,
We'd be the same. We'd be the same.
Yeah,
but at the end of the day,
understandably.
there's nothing that City could do yesterday, was it?
No.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how it's got to be.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Going to be interesting, guys. Comments time.
No. Prediction. Where's the top of the table?
Prediction.
Things have happened.
Well,
this
nobody
week.
got it exactly. I think I got the closest, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that don't
You
get
were
you
winning in
nothing.
the end.
Yeah, Gyökeres took
I know.
you out, mate.
Gyökeres
But you
saved
know
me.
what? Gyökeres, I'll take the 4, man. I mean, like.
Oh,
you know.
yeah, because that made it even
3-1 in
sweeter.
there.
Yes.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have mattered anyway
tables are
because
more or less the
I've
same.
won the monthly
Yeah,
prize.
the monthly winner.
Yeah.
And Jack didn't get his one last week, so we're going to
We're
go
gonna do a
down the
joint.
shop.
Yeah.
We're going to do a joint
Little shop.
little shop
I reckon
together.
I'll win it in March, short month.
He's only got to get a free league game.
You know what I mean?
So when we do it in March, do we include the Champions League
Yeah,
game?
yeah, of course, yeah.
Let's do all of them.
And the FA Cup?
And the FA Cup. So it's still like
So it's still a lot of
a big
games.
month.
Yeah.
Getting tight.
So Jack's won 2 months. I've won
Yeah.
1 month.
You know what? Did they have that? You know what it is?
And
right?
that's why, Jack. That's why.
No, but you know
It's
what?
me and you
Lee?
going for the title. That's
Curtis, you know what
we're-
was right? I think.
They're looking at the relegation.
You know what I would say? What I would say about this thing?
Sacked in the morning, you'll get sacked in the morning. Look at your bottom of
I'd
the
say this: it's grossly unfair.
Go on.
The way this thing works. I've been analysing it. I know we inherited this system, yeah.
Yeah.
But Leo always gets to choose first.
No, I don't.
Yeah, because he's top of the league.
Yes, you do, because you're either top or you're second in the league, right? So you two, it's
Yeah.
no coincidence that you two get to choose first.
We earned our right
Always
for that.
seems to
Earned the right. Earned the right.
No, but it should reset every month.
No, listen, right.
No. Don't you agree?
You
with me,
can
Curtis?
copy our
Right,
scores.
No, because say
Hold
if
on.
I'm top, right?
He said-
Hold on, right? No, Rob, listen, right? If I'm top now, right? Yeah, right, and I'm
Pressure's
not
on
going
you.
first, right? I'll just copy everything Jack does, and I'll win that league.
Yeah. He can never lose.
No, but that's no, because
Yes, yes,
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
no, but you wouldn't. You just come level with him.
No, I wouldn't, because he's
Because
got a
I'm
point
winning.
on me. So if he copied my scores till the end of the season, he'd
can't
always
beat
be
him.
1 point above me.
Yeah, but
I'd never beat him.
Rob, I'm not going to lie. At the moment, we're letting.
Yeah, you focus on
should be
bottom.
reset.
No, at the
No,
moment,
you can't, no.
it can't go like. At the moment, we're letting the culture
So
down. I can't
basically,
lie.
right? Basically, right?
It's been a rough week.
Basically now-
Vinicius Junior, and now we're bottom of the league.
Basically, if Curtis don't want to get the wooden spoon, he just copy what you do to
Well,
make sure
yeah,
he
he
comes
could,
above you.
We got
So Curtis now could follow everything you've done, right, and he'd get the wooden spoon and have to pay the extra money.
Yeah.
So he ain't going to do it, is he? So that's why you got to go first. So I can't copy Jack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Curtis can't copy you.
Rob, you got ice running around America. You got Vinny getting. And now we're bottom of the league. You know, come on. You got to step
I
our game up, man.
didn't say it like that. It's a fantastic system.
Yeah, see, a racist system now.
I'm not involved. I'm not involved.
that has led to me and Curtis being bottom of this league. Right? It's an absolute
Coach,
disgrace.
it's nothing about talent, is it? It ain't nothing about talent, Jack, is it? No, you know what I mean?
Eddie Curtis.
We didn't know what was going on.
We didn't know what was going on. They duped us into this.
Can't even argue back.
All right, listen. I guess what you're saying is fairly.
Yeah.
I guess what you're saying. All right, we'll stick with that. You know what I mean?
stick with it.
But let's get so
Predictions.
We're doing another show at the end of the week.
we do another show at the end of the week. We do our predictions.
Oh,
on
so
that.
we'll leave it for then.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
leave
yeah.
Chelsea because we don't have a game during the week.
Okay.
Oh,
But let's get our comments in.
Oh, I've got one. I had about 5, but Andy37, he put a time clip. He said, as Curtis is speaking, Rob is thinking who to replace him with on the next one.
I've got that one.
I was thinking, nah, you better shut up, mate, or he's gone.
Yeah,
No, it was actually a very good.
brilliant. Pop.
Somebody
brilliant.
put a super chat. They said, I can't believe Robbie let you talk for 8 minutes.
I'll tell you what, look, and that's why I've got to come in with this one because it's CP, because I've got another one just in case for that one. CP Alabalo or something like, you know, never seen Robbie so quiet.
Oh,
I thought he was falling asleep at one stage.
it's so bad because my comment also says, big up the C unit in his rant. Well done, Robbie. You have clearly listened to the feedback and let people share their full thoughts. Big up Robbie every time, though, from LSSA
The week before he weren't on it, we got all to say, didn't we? We had a good chat, didn't we?
I said, Jack, I've never spoken to you the whole time.
It's nice to meet you, Jack.
Nice to get to know you.
What's your name?
Hey, listen. Right, this one.
Oh, this song switch off now.
This one. Keith in Den. Keith in Den, because people were having a go at me on that live just for.
Well, no, really? I don't know, why.
Just for spreading a little bit of positivity at the end. After we'd spent half of the show slagging off the team, I was like, all right, that game's behind us now. What do we do in the next one? I was getting pelters for saying that. However, this guy, Keith in Den, says, great talk, Robbie, you're spot on. Let's see what the team and the manager can do. And they showed up in the next game. And I feel that was the point I was trying to make, is that it's done now, isn't it? Wolves is done. It's what you do in the next one. Spurs is done now. What do you do in the next one? What do you do against Chelsea? And it's going to be kind of that way from now till the end of the season. That's what happens in a run-in, isn't it? It's like early on in the season, you can go to Spurs and get a point, and people are like, oh, take a point. You know, hard place to go to and that. We're not in that position now. It's like every game is so much on it. So,
and that's what years ago, right? That's what we want. You know,
wanted that.
we wanted this.
It's a title race, isn't
you know, we ain't cheering on another team. You know, we've got an horse in the race, haven't we? Like, you know what I mean? And it is as hard as it is, and as tough as it is. You know what I mean? I'm glad I'm sitting here cheering on Arsenal to win games and not cheering on other teams. You know what I mean? Like, our team's in the race.
Yeah.
As poor as it was against Wolves, and listen, every Arsenal fan had the before that, after that game. No one could make any excuses, but the team responded fantastically well. And the manager, the way he spoke about the game before that, and then he got it. Then the team backed him up. That tells you a lot.
They're together, aren't they?
They're together.
Yeah.
You know, so well done.
Speaking on the manager, by the way, good result. I just want to say, C Unit, hold fire, guys. Hold fire to C Unit.
He went early, didn't he? He went early.
They didn't like
Let's have a little chat about the manager. He went like
the C Unit were coming through,
It was your world class shout. They didn't like that, man. Even Robbie said, calm down a little bit.
Hey, they did not like that shout, but don't worry.
They didn't like that.
I'm going to spin the block if we win this league.
Yeah, we'll all be spinning the block.
Don't worry.
The world class thing, you went very early, man.
I was angry. My head was over the place. I was a bit angry. You know what I mean?
Maybe that Wolves game is a wake-up call we needed.
Needs to be, yeah.
Maybe is that going to mean that he's sort of changed his style a bit as well? That he sort of goes for a bit more?
It did look like it yesterday. I have to say that there did seem to be, not say about the same, a little bit more mentality. When we went 2-1 up, we win again.
And again.
And again. I see us against Wolves. I'm not being all, we went 1-0 up after 4 minutes and just sat back and just said, like, you come and break us down and all. You don't do that.
I wonder if the players maybe had a word with him and said, no, come on, man. Let us express ourselves a bit more when we're. Who knows?
Rice said they had a meeting, didn't he, after Wolves? So I'm hoping the players maybe said, look, because I think when you've got our goalkeeper, our back four, and then Rice and Zubomendi in front, you don't then need to drag your wingers back. Let the front four attack. And I thought yesterday, like you said earlier, Saka was so much higher up the pitch. He looked like, as soon as I get it, one defender, I'm at the goal. And I think before he's been defending too much. So I think if Arteta, 9 players in the box when Saka crossed that ball. Do you know what I mean?
I've got to say,
a better mentality.
I know we spoke about Gyökeres, we spoke about Eze and all that, but I think you've got to have a bit. Saka's been getting pelters. You know what I mean? Like people have even said, I've had people saying to me like, he's finished and he's on 300 grand a week now and he's playing this new contract. That's because no one wants him after this. He's not this. He's not that. People on you know, like national thing are saying that he's not the best winger no more. He's not guaranteed for England and all that. Like, and he's had to listen to all of that. He's been injured and that yesterday was one hell of a performance from him.
And the
captain's performance, by the way.
First half against Wolves, he was good as well. Like I think he's getting back to his best. But guys, we've reached the end of the show today. It's been a great show. Really enjoyed it. Thanks to all you guys, and thanks to you guys for watching. And listen, we've got
4-1 as well.
Yeah, 4-1 as well.
Look at that, you said that.
Got, a week to chill.
Yes.
A week to chill, enjoy yourself.
Enjoy it.
Look forward to the draw on Friday and find out who Arsenal have got in the Champions League. And yeah, I think it also tells you who you get, possibly if you get to the quarters and semis as well. So it gives you the whole pathway. So that's going to be interesting. And then, of course, on the weekend, Chelsea at the Emirates. It's going to be a great game. Looking forward to that. And of course, we'll be back later on in the week with another Fourever Arsenal. We'll be looking ahead to that big game. So thanks, Jack. Thanks, Lee. Thanks, Curtis. Thanks to you guys. And yeah, we're at Tottenham. Down there.